Hi everybody, welcome back to A Glittery Life. Well, I have a great product review for you. I'm trying to do these product reviews for you more often. One, because they're shorter videos and they're products that I'm really excited about or that I really like. So recently I asked if you guys wanted to see a review on Cover FX's Total Cream Foundation and you all said yes, 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 yes. So here we go. Here's a good review for you. Now, I've been using this, well, I used this product in the winter a couple times. Loved it. I put it to the Disneyland test, as I like to call it, which means let's see how long this makeup is going to last before I look like a hot mess. And it definitely survived the Disneyland test, and it was so awesome. And I got it this winter, and I was really obsessed with the Cover FX CC cream, and then I had the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau. So I was really using those, and I neglected to even use this. And then summer rolls around and I'm like self-tanning, and I mean, I know you can't really tell that I'm self-tanning, but this is me with a self-tan. Actually, it's probably pretty faded, but anyway, so then the P20, which is the color that I was way, way, way too light. So here we are, it's August, and I am rocking the P40. I've got the right color, and I honestly alternate between that and the BB Matte Gel that Cover FX has. Those are kind of my two like favorite foundations right now. And I know I'm supposed to be using up other foundations and not opening new foundations, so I know. Hold the comments. I am aware that I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing as far as Use It Up 2014. Is it 2013 or 2014? It's 2014, right? I always get so confused about what year it is. I'm pretty sure it's 2014. Anyway, I know I'm not doing a good job of 2014, my Use It Up challenge. And I know that because I'm watching myself use this instead of the foundations that I'm supposed to be using up. So you guys, I'm gonna get back on track, I promise. Get back on track, Trisha. Okay, so anyway, I wanna tell you what the website says about this foundation, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think about it. So I'm going to read this for you. This says it's an antioxidant-rich 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. I love a good twofer. Offering broad spectrum SPF 30, check, must have, with medium to full buildable coverage. This foundation provides an all-day radiant finish that nourishes and protects with anti-aging benefits. Need 'em. This buildable formula can provide medium to full coverage and offers, it's repeating itself, but it says it provides optimum coverage of skin imperfections such as acne, redness, melasma, under eye circles, uneven skin, post-surgical bruising, what is that word? Vitiligo? I'm saying that wrong. And tattoos, and protection from wind, sun, and pollution. Clinically tested, does not contain the inflammatory 5. Which is gluten, mineral oil, fragrance, parabens, or talc. Thank God. I don't want those things in my products. I already have enough sources that I'm getting that kind of stuff from. I don't need any more of it. So what I have found is that this is definitely, I would consider this a full coverage foundation. I have really read, if you've seen any of the Get Ready With Me videos, you see how like ruddy and red my cheeks are, and I have like that kind of like really uneven skin tone like right here on my face. Fortunately, don't have like acne scarring and that kind of stuff, but I've used this on people with acne scarring and I can see how well it works, but it definitely evens out my skin tone and gives me like such a great blank canvas to work with. The other thing I've noticed is I don't really wear a concealer if I'm using this foundation. Like I don't do any under eye concealing if I'm wearing this foundation. I just buff it right up under my eye. I buy the cream foundation brush that they've made specifically for this that I really like, and I only ever use that brush with this product, and I feel like you could really kind of buff that right up to your eye line and get a pretty creaseless like coverage and not having to wear multiple products. Now, I don't have any concealer on today like on my face because I didn't have anything to conceal, but I did carve out my lips. I'm wearing Candy Yum Yum, so I'm gonna zoom in so you can see how I've got my lips carved out. And instead of using a concealer to carve out my lips, I think I said I used a concealer, but I didn't. I misspoke. I'm sorry. I actually used a concealer brush and this product, and I just did a second layer around my lips to really carve them out and to kind of have that like flawless, like purple, like to really carve them out and have that flawless, perfect lip, especially when you're wearing like a really bright color like this that can maybe bleed. You just don't want to end up with it like all over your face. At least I don't. So anyway, I actually love this product. I am really enjoying it. I'm getting great results out of it. the last couple days have been doing like 12-hour days, and I have been getting 12-hour wear out of this product. I don't know if I could get longer out of it because I'm just taking my makeup off by that point generally, but I might be getting 15-hour days out of it actually. That would probably not be an exaggeration. So, and one of the things I like too is I notice that every foundation breaks down around my nose right here. Can you guys agree with me? Has that happened to you ever too? And it takes about 8 hours for this foundation to start like breaking down right here where I'm like the most oily. And so I feel like that's actually pretty great too. Most foundations break down like within like 2 or 3 hours for me, like around my nose. And so to get 8 hours of like pretty flawless like coverage, I'm pretty stoked about it. And I just like knowing that I don't have to wear a concealer with it as well. The other thing is it's not a heavy foundation. I don't feel like, sometimes when you have a full coverage foundation, I just like want to like or peel off the mask. Like I don't like it at all. I'm noticing with the Tarte Amazonian Clay, I like by the time like get home, I want it like off of my face immediately. I'm not having that problem with this. Actually, I think it's a really light foundation, light wearing foundation, full coverage, light feel, if that makes any sense. And recently I had the opportunity to be with the Cover FX team and meet Vic, who is the founder of Cover FX and one of the founders of Matte Cosmetics. And he was so inspiring and so amazing. And he talked about how he's formulating all of his products so that they actually help heal and repair our skin. And so that's why they're the 5 free, and that's why so much he has that, the Cover FX has a whole new like anti-blemish line. And speaking of that anti-blemish line, I know that this was a review for this. I do want to tell you though about another product that Cover FX just came out with, because it's really been awesome for me and it's really actually like been changing my skin. So I don't get acne very often, but what I do get is like these little random like spots like all over, like zits that are like weird, and they might not ever come to a head, but there's like these red spots and they're trying to come up. Definitely get acne on the chin, hormonal acne. And so I've been using the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Primer with the Blemish Primer antimicrobial brush, which means it's not going to trap bacteria and get bacteria all over my blemishes. So anytime I even start to get a spot or a blemish, I just immediately put this primer on it, and it also treats it. It's got, I'm going to tell you what it has in it because I want you guys to know. It has 0.5% lactic acid and 0.5% salicylic acid to help synergistically exfoliate and treat acne or blemishes. Listen, they were talking when I was with the Cover FX team, don't over treat and over dry your blemishes. You want to hydrate them at the same time so that you're not like just torching your skin. It's vegan and free of the inflammatory 5 as well. It helps prevent future breakouts because it has tea tree, thyme, rosemary, lemon peel extracts, which have a powerful antibacterial properties. Thank you, Jesus. It's pore minimizing. It's got witch hazel, which helps to shrink our pores. It's got tons of antioxidants, vitamin C, brown algae, ginger extract. It's nourishing with algae and kelp and a bunch of other stuff to nourish skin and provide a clear, breathable, elastic barrier over affected areas. Listen, ladies, when you have a breakout, you want to keep that breakout as far away as you possibly can from foundation and cover up. You have to create some sort of barrier between your products and your breakout, especially if you've picked at it and it's like kind of open and exposed. You have to protect that, and this is like one of the best ways that you can create a protective barrier so that you can actually heal that breakout and heal that infection without adding to it or causing it to get any worse. So also anti-inflammatory with vitamin E, all kinds of stuff. And I noticed that I'll just do it a couple times a day. I'll do it in the morning and then I'll do it again at night. If I have a little blemish, I'll just put a little drop on the brush and I'll just dab it on. I'll let it dry, and then there we go, we're good to go. And honestly, you guys, I think everybody, whether you have horrible cystic hormonal acne all the time, or your skin is like acne prone, or you're like me where you just get like targeted like areas or spot breakouts, and everybody needs a good anti-acne product in their beauty toolbox to pull out. And I just, honestly, there's not a lot that I would recommend. I would absolutely recommend this one. I have seen it work overnight. I've seen it totally suck the redness out of a blemish. I've seen it dry it up but not dry the rest of my skin up. And I just, like, it's not irritating. It doesn't make anything worse. And I just can't say enough about this. And so I'm really excited about this. And I'm pretty careful with like anti-acne stuff that I would recommend because I don't have troubled skin, but because I do get them, I can tell you that I have used this and I love it. So I hope that was helpful. All of that stuff's available on the Cover FX website. Just for reference, I'm wearing P40 on my skin right now. In this winter, I was P20, very pale. P stands for pink undertones, not pale, but it might as well stand for pale if you're me. So anyway, thank you Cover FX for making amazing products, and thank you guys all for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stick around a while, and have a great day, everybody.